So, in case there's any doubt where the GOP's attack on abortion rights, on access to contraception is heading and where it places women in American society in the year 2022, I want to show you this. It's a new video unearthed by Vice News today. It shows Republican Ohio Senate candidate, a man named J.D. Vance, claiming that women having the ability to leave violent and abusive marriages has harmed society, changed society for the worse. Watch.
This is one of the great tricks that I think the sexual revolution pulled on the American populace, which is this idea that, like, well, okay, these marriages were fundamentally, you know, they were maybe even violent, but certainly they were unhappy, and so getting rid of them and making it easier for people to shift spouses like they change their underwear, that's going to make people happier in the long term. And maybe it worked out for the moms and dads, though I'm skeptical, but it really didn't work out for the kids of those marriages.
So I don't amplify people like this without a purpose. And here's the purpose. Every Republican should answer for one of their own, advocating for women staying in violent relationships. And before I get you guys in on this, I just want to read off J.D. Vance's major donors, because they should answer for that, too. That's J.D. Vance's vision for women in America. ExxonMobil, American Petroleum, General Dynamics, International Franchise Association, Koch Industries, Marathon Petroleum, the National Association of Wholesaler Distributors, Phillips 66, and Travelers Insurance. Now, I don't know if any women work there, but they might be interested in knowing that their company is putting money in the hands of a politician who, if elected, thinks that women should stay in violent marriages. Maya.
Well, I'm going to start, Nicole, by saying thank you. And this is why it matters that we have women sitting in the seat you are in, because that is exactly the right question and call. And let me just add, notice his trick. Instead of talking about women's rights and the advancement of women's equality, he talked about the sexual revolution as if it was some dirty thing, rather than talking about the fact that this is about women protecting their lives. The idea that we're making children safe because they don't learn that they can escape violence, they don't learn and don't get taught that there's no such thing as deserving it, and they don't learn or get taught how to keep themselves safe by leaving, that is despicable, and it certainly is not grounded in any values. And I'll just say this, you know, what he has done is demonstrated exactly why we have to also fight for the right to make choices about our reproductive health and future. It should not be in anyone else's hands, because it's exactly that attitude that has created the very difficult situation that far too many women find themselves in when they're trying to make the hard decision about whether they can afford to hold on to that pregnancy, to have that child, or frankly are in a health situation or a dangerous situation where it will be better for them and for their lives and their futures. And the only question anybody should ask is, do women count or not? Because I say we do, and nobody gets to tell us that we don't.
Well, J.D. Vance doesn't think they do. And just to show our work, Minnie, we've also reached out to the NRSC, which gives money to J.D. Vance's candidacy, and the RNC, which I think is run by a woman. We haven't heard from them, but we will keep calling every day until we have a response as to whether or not they agree with J.D. Vance's position that violent marriages are ones women should stay in.
Well, thanks for doing that. I'm skeptical you're going to hear anything. The sad truth is, J.D. Vance is an extremist, but he reflects his party. You know, we have to be clear about this. We just had, there was no Republican who voted to protect reproductive access through the Women's Health Protection Act. I think it was just last week, only 10 Republicans voted for contraceptive access in the House. 10. This is an issue that is settled. 94% of Americans support access to birth control. I actually think it's higher, but that's what the public polling shows. We have a party that has, as you said earlier, has just dug itself so deep in the extremism of anti-woman, deep misogyny that it is shocking I'm tired of being shocked. It's disturbing. I actually started my entire career as an advocate in domestic violence. So while what he said out loud is shocking, it does represent the thought process of many of his extremist party and the most extreme conservative ideologies in this country that are desperately trying to take control of the country. I do want to pivot for a minute, though, and say voters have a choice. Ohioans need a reproductive freedom champion like Tim Ryan, who has a 100% record on our congressional scorecard for reproductive freedom since 2010, voted to pass the Women's Health Protection Act, a huge champion for reproductive access. So there's a choice, there's an opportunity. This is another great example of clear contrast between candidates.